Yep.
Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning in to real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
What's up? Good morning, and welcome to Ken and Rob in the morning.
How you doing this Victory Monday, buddy?
Victory Monday, victory. I'm in such a good mood, bro. Look, 10-4, that's one game more than we won last year, and we still got 3 to go. I love
it. And we win next game, no matter if we lost the other 2. We are a wild card playoff team for the NFC.
And we helped the Vikings get in. We helped the Vikings get in the playoffs last night by beating the Seahawks. You're welcome, Viking fans. Hey, Lion fans. Lion fans, that was a good game. That was another heavyweight bout, man. I mean, you guys put it down. They put it down. It was a good fight.
Yeah, the Lions are not infallible. They can, in fact, be beaten. But with that being said, they are still a very damn good team.
Yeah, they did all that with their defense beat down. So,
I
mean, there was no defense at all in that game, I don't think. I think they had over 1,000 yards of offense combined between the two teams. I mean, it was ridiculous. Neither team could defend the other. They just scored on each other is all they did. That was a good game, though.
I think Josh Allen might have that Superman cape permanently implanted in his shoulders now. It's no longer just stitched on.
Wow. The comments are going at it here.
Yeah, I can't read none of the comments today.
It was a good loss, but we're not blaming the refs. We'll take the L. There's some of that. Their defense. Send me the link. Oh, all right, John. Hold on. I'll send you the link. Somebody's in the back. It's Isaac. What's up, Isaac?
What's up? Oh, you let me in on time, Rob. You're learning.
I was gonna say, Isaac, we're double mobile.
Right?
Good morning, gentlemen. Like I said, if I ever lost, I would come in here and take my lumps.
Good morning there, JB.
Good morning, JB. Nobody's saying you're not taking your lumps.
No,
nobody's saying that.
I just wanted to make sure that I showed my face here after a loss.
Live's got to take it to the. Live's got to take it to the cleaners.
I'm going to say something here that a lot of people are not realizing. If Amon-Ra doesn't fumble and they score a touchdown to go up by the 13 points, we never would have tried that onside kick because we were trying to steal a possession. So while everybody's crying about that decision at 12 minutes, you know what? I understood it. And yes, our defense got out coached by Joe Brady, 100%. Our defense came out flatter than Taylor Swift's boy body.
Well, I mean, you're taking your lumps.
Wait, that's crazy considering the week before when we didn't have almost 3/4 of that starting defensive line and still beat the Packers. And, and now everybody's crying the injuries. I'm not crying. You know what? AG had to do better.
Yeah, it's not. It's tough, man.
Am
Look,
I wrong with that opinion, though, guys?
No, you're good. No, JB, look, you don't have to justify your. Look, we've been here. We understand. You don't got to justify it to us. That was a
We're
good
still
game, bro.
12-2, and as of right now, according to every other playoff bracket I've seen, we're still the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
So we still control our own destiny.
Yeah. No. I mean, everything is still in place, bro. You are good to go. No one. Good morning, John.
Oh, okay.
Where'd he go?
I hit it at the same time you did.
Oh yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Lions got to
Howdy,
the
John.
cleaners.
Congratulations, Packer fans.
I'm just messing with you.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. We tried to give it back to him, and late. I don't know what the fuck we was doing.
I don't know either, but you guys played overall an entire game, is what I'm saying. It was a good game.
Yeah.
Let me address something as well. That was a fucking clean, legal fucking tackle on Geno Smith. He barely wrapped his ankles up.
Bro, he missed him,
actually.
He went underneath his feet, and it's Geno landed on his arm, I think, man, and it
jumped
landed
straight up,
awkwardly.
and that's when Cooper tried wrapping it, and he landed. He didn't.
Notice I didn't respond to all those dirty things that everybody was saying. I'm one of the ones that didn't respond.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad hit. I don't know who's saying
that.
that.
Even Collinsworth is like, that was a clean, legal tackle. Geno just landed awkwardly. You know what I mean?
Is Montgomery, does he have a bad ankle or something?
No, he came back in the game. He was making plays receiving. He couldn't rush against that zero blitz defense they did on the rushing downs. That's why Gibbs started running more. Gibbs started running more and doing more because he's more elusive.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh, listen, here we go, the same old Lion shit.
Yeah,
we're still 12-2.
At least you got same old Dorn, you know what I mean?
Same old Dorn is Matt Henry, guys.
Might want to get a megaphone or install an intercom because it's hard to hear those complaints from the basement Bears.
Yeah. Now the GM's they're looking for a new GM now. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever uses same old Lions has to owe John Dorn $5.
Yeah, that's my signature, man.
Oh, same old Lions
got
started
copyrights on
way
that.
before Dorn started saying it.
I got copyrights, man.
Dorn got the patent for it. So.
Same with the Lions too. That's mine too.
I mean,
that's
our defense
too.
was on the field 70% of the third quarter. They were gassed. So 2 minutes in, we finally score on finish that drive that we ended the third quarter with, and we get it within 2 scores, right?
Man, so you guys went down and scored in like seconds a couple times, bro. I mean, it's not like you guys were in that game the whole game.
You know what the crazy thing is? We were 100% on red zone efficiency for scoring. They were only 71%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their big plays is what killed us.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is a lot of those big plays when they hit them downfield, there was a guy right there in coverage. It was a perfect pass, and we were able to tackle him right away. They didn't get yards after the game.
Actually, what killed you the most was Josh Allen's mobility. Josh Allen was going out the pocket.
And nobody doing containment or a spy. The one time we ran a spy, it worked. When was that? McNeil was in the game. Remember when Pascal had the good clean hit on Josh Allen while throwing the ball downfield?
I mean, that's what made Aaron Rodgers so elusive and so hard to beat because of his mobility, going out the pocket and diming to people. You know what I mean? That's what Josh Allen was doing the whole game.
Yeah. Now this week, you guys are gonna have to go back to practice squads and pick some more players off.
Not really. They're all still here. We didn't let anybody go.
But you lost 3 players yesterday in that game.
We just got to activate the players that haven't been playing. That's it.
Yeah.
So on another note, Devondre Campbell is not cut from the Niners. He's just been banned. He's got a long suspension to clean up his act. I would have personally cut him.
Yeah, I'm going to be cutting in and out a lot.
Yeah, he's drifting in and out. He's driving. So
I heard some casual takes where the Lions didn't have any pressure. But at the same time, if we didn't have any pressure, Josh Allen wouldn't have been running all over the damn place because he just evaded it. I saw the pressures. No, I mean, I've seen so many casual takes about it, but the Bills didn't play any better on defense.
Yeah, nobody had defense. You guys had over 1,000 yards combined on offense.
Well, they're missing Douglas and a few other guys on defense too, so it's kind of both defenses were kind of,
know. They had Taylor Rapp, DeMar Hamlin, and Rasul Douglas out.
Yeah.
I admitted it. I put it out there. I put it out there before everybody else did. I was putting it out on Saturday that those guys were missing on the Red Zone Rat.
I'm kind of excited to see you guys play the Vikings because that game's going to be another barn burner.
That's going to be another heavyweight fight. Yeah.
Justin May, there was no cheating. Stop being a crying ass Lions fan.
Oh my God, bro.
Bills cheated.
What was the cheat?
I don't get it, bro. Where was the cheat? When you say shit like that, you better have something to back it up.
Yeah.
Who cheated?
Every time we lose, he says the other team cheated. I hate that shit. That's such a casual take.
Bro, be real. Be a real fan, bro. Don't be some fake ass bullshit fan. Just want to hear yourself run you, flap your gums, man.
Hey, some people.
And you know what? You guys may have gotten lucky that Geno Smith got hurt because he was starting to come alive in that game. But at the same time, you can't say you're lucky. Injuries happen in the NFL. It's a very physical game, period. End of story.
Yeah.
I'm not using the injuries as an excuse for the Lions. You guys didn't use the injuries for the excuse last week. So let's not do that. Let's not talk that type of bullshit. Because guess what? We won 11 straight with 7 of them being without a guy that probably would have been the defensive player of the year.
You're welcome, Sarah.
Hey, Doran was about to bring up a good point. Let's bring up Cooper. See how
my God!
See how big of a difference is with Cooper in the game?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah,
bro. He got that was the same play. They just the second time when he got the pick because the first time he was right there too and he just missed it.
Yeah, he undercut the route. He just
but he dropped it. It hit him in the hands. And the second time he was right there. He made sure he got that one. It was awesome.
Yeah,
bro, that guy had a night.
I wonder because his retirement papers isn't in, and because of the injury to McNeil, is this the time? Oh, Jesus Christ, Matt Henry, casual take 5,671.
As long as the Lions offense is healthy, they're a dangerous team.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say, man.
That offense, if you can put up 40 points, man, you got a game. That means they can stretch the game. No, it ain't over till it's over.
Oh, yeah. That should go.
It came down to the last second in our game. It came down to it in that game last night.
That's why I laugh at people that go get all excited about the first half of the game. It's like, dude, there's 2 halves to a football game. Don't think because you're in the lead in the first half means that's be the same fucking noise that's happening in the second half.
And if I'm you guys, I feel the same way when we lost to you guys. Look, yeah, we lost. It sucks, but I don't look at. I take it kind of a loss. The
main thing is getting the playoffs. Once the playoffs, everything goes back to zero again. That's what do or die. That's what you want to go in the playoffs hot, and healthy.
And healthy.
The Lions,
they got time. There's
games.
They
got
3 weeks, bro.
Some of their players back, on defense.
The Lombardi hasn't been here 70 years. Newsflash.
Yeah, no, I get
it. Your whole job is to get in. That's it. Get in the playoffs. And once you've done that, good to go.
Main thing,
Yeah.
No one ever gets that. You already hear Bear fans going, "Oh, you'll be joining us on the couch." What if you're not in the shut the fuck up, bro. The whole point is to get in the playoffs, man. And then you worry about the fucking Lombardi.
We're
right now.
They clearly don't know how to
guys.
I'm 2-0.
I want to look at it on the bright side. Yes, the Packers haven't clinched. They win one more, they're in.
Yeah, we clinch with one more. Yeah.
And you guys get to play the Chicago Bears. You're guaranteed to win.
We're playing the Saints next week, bro. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get cut.
I don't know. The Saints actually been playing pretty decent, man. They've been playing decent.
John, I'm not scared of a 5-9 team.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not either.
I'm not scared.
Oh,
of
and Matt Henry, the Bears have been in the basement more than the Lions since 2000, and we even had no 16 season.
Hey, no one's scared of Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, you are trolling.
Well, they haven't announced Derek Carr out for the season. He was announced as week to week, so he may play this week, especially as bad as that offense looks.
Oh, I do. I hope he does play to lose.
Yeah.
Good morning, Butters. What's up?
Great win. That's what I wanted to come tell you guys. Great win. Hey,
thank you, sir.
You know what? And here's the other thing. And everybody's talking about that onside kick. Let's say we don't kick that onside kick. The defense is gassed already, and they take 6 minutes to drive down the field. Do the Lions even have a chance to make it a game then?
I mean,
because then you're talking about.
No, you could say that about a few plays, but
yeah, I mean you're only down by 10. I don't know. To me, I want to done it. I mean,
I
the way that went, if you guys would have covered it better, it might have not been so bad.
I mean,
I'm not even mad.
I see the point though too. Get the
I'm not even mad. I think it's funny that Bears fans are surfing.
It's funny. It's funny. People are like, getting disgruntled over it. Like, is it not what Dan motto is to gamble on these plays? You know what I mean? He's been doing it every year since he's been a coach.
Right. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Period.
Yeah.
So from what I'm reading, JB has been overreacting, huh?
No.
Yeah, he's been overreacting big time.
JB's here representing his team. He's taking his L. He's not.
Matt said JB is so mad.
I'm not even mad. I'm
Matt's
trolling him.
Go read what Matt wrote, and then you'll see why
Matt's
he's been trolling him.
Matt's mad at his own team.
Whoa. I want to address this right now. 4 playoff wins in franchise history. Evidently, you don't know the history. We do have 4 world championships where we won 2 games to 3 games every playoff to get them. So that's more than 4 wins. Holy fucking shit. Casual take Bears in the basement screaming.
I just wanted to say, like, I think yesterday was the best thing that could have happened for the Lions, dude. Yeah. Like, you needed a good ass. You needed a good ass stomping right before the playoffs to get you hungry again.
Remind everybody how it is to be, on the L side,
How many one-win teams have made the Super Bowl? Or one-loss teams? One-loss teams. How many one-loss teams have made the Super Bowl?
I don't know, but I remember the 15-1 Vikings that.
You're missing 2 more there, Henry, 1954 and 1957. But that's okay. It was 34, 52, 54, and 57.
Not in your lifetime. That's what he's talking about.
But it is in my dad's lifetime, the one that made me a Lions fan.
Well, that's true. Your Smoking Dad's still kicking. Smoking Dad has been around.
My family
there's not many Lion fans have been around to see that, man. How many are there? I mean, that's probably the only Lions fan I know.
Oh, there's a
57. That's like 57. That's like Night Train Lane time, isn't it?
No, he was in the 60s.
Oh, I thought he was in the 50s.
No.
Either way, he was a hell of a football player.
That was Bobby Lane and Doak Walker. The guy they named the best running back in college football after.
Yeah, I know who Doak Walker is, but I always like watching Night Train Lane's film, dude.
Oh yeah, he was a baller back then.
Yeah, I like Night Train Lane.
And I had one of our Lions fans say that Rod Woodson was a better cornerback than Charles Woodson. I said all he had was more interceptions. Guess what? Charles Woodson has him by almost 500 tackles in his career for the same amount of time. He was the more complete cornerback.
And he had like 20 or 30 sacks.
Yeah.
Sarah's giving you shade too. Quit talking about her 98 Vikings, Joe.
And Matt Henry, I also said my dad was alive then.
I think it was the best thing for the Lions, though, because, like, yesterday, like, whatever the Lions were doing defensively yesterday to try to stop Josh Allen did not work.
Bro, nobody's defense was playing in that
now,
game.
You know, I thought it was kind of apt. You know, Tony Romo was saying, I mean, this might be a preview of the Super Bowl, you know, like, so if perchance you do get another shot at him, now you know, like, whatever we did last time, let's not do that. Let's try something else.
Right.
Yeah, let's try something else.
But you got to figure, too, a lot of those players they're walk-ons. They haven't only been there for so long.
Doran, guess what? Even with those injuries, we're only down 4 starters out of the 11.
Are you really? Only down 4?
Only down 4.
Okay.
Alex Anzalone, Carlton Davis, Aiden Hutchinson, and Aleem McNeil.
Okay.
That's it. We're only down 4 starters. That's what everybody doesn't realize. We still got Kirby Joseph. We still got Branch. We still got Darian Arnold. We still got Amik Robertson. We still got Reeder. And we got Zadarius Smith, who we traded for, who was immediately a starter, correct?
What happened to Smith yesterday? He didn't show up yesterday.
Nobody did on that defensive line. Nobody.
Yeah,
Josh Allen just I don't think it's what I don't think it's like a failure per se. I think Josh Allen just played out of his mind yesterday, dude. Like he played really freaking good yesterday. And also his offensive line played really fucking good yesterday, because there was a lot of plays I saw where they were opening running lanes for Josh Allen, like on those design runs, like, you know.
I thought he did a really good job against the Lions run game. He did a really good job on that, shutting that down.
Yeah. But man, dude, Gibbs is fast, bro. That dude's feet, when he's running, that dude's feet, you can barely see him moving, dude. Like,
I know. Hey, they called him Sonic for a reason. He runs exactly like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like Gibbs.
But at the same time, you know, while everybody's doing that flex that Allen's the MVP, I want to flex something too. Because the previous week, they said, well, Josh Allen is the first quarterback to rush for 3 touchdowns and pass for 3 touchdowns and lose, scoring 42 points. Yesterday, Jared Goff was the first quarterback with over 400 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in a loss. Which is that because he's also the first quarterback in NFL history to throw 5 interceptions in a game and win. In the same season, this happened.
I understand, JB, and I'm not trying to say that Jared Goff's not worthy of a nomination for this too, because he is, man. I'm not saying that at all. But Allen,
I know he's second. I know he's second or third. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
He's in the conversation. He just has more pieces around him, I think, than Allen does. And Allen, is just when he puts the team on his shoulders, you could see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only difference, man. I don't think it's
Michael Huck.
I guess I didn't watch lights out year, bro. Lights out.
I guess I didn't watch the same game because I saw Josh Allen making 75% of his throws from outside the pocket and rushing on another 20% of those plays. Almost 5% of his throws came from in the pocket.
Yeah. That's what I saw. But that's, you know, that's the one thing that you can't allow Josh Allen to do is consistently go outside the pocket, and he was able to do that yesterday. And like, I don't care who you are, man. Like, when you allow Josh Allen to improvise, to run around, that's when he's at his most dangerous. And he had guys making plays for him yesterday. Did you see that catch that Dawson Knox made, dude?
Yeah, I know that one-handed pull-in. Yeah, I know. On 4th down and 17.
That was a wild-ass catch, man.
Michael Huck, Josh Allen had time to drop back, read the newspaper, take a shit, and then throw the ball.
It wasn't quite that much, though. That's what I didn't see it because they pointed it out every time it happened on when Allen would roll out and throw down the field. They pointed out every time he'd rush. It was every time that we had the containment blitz working, the pocket was starting to collapse. And instead of rolling outside to keep him there, they went inside and the guard would just chip the guy. And then that created the hole for Josh Allen to either run or roll out. That's what I saw. Is that not what you saw, Joe?
Yeah, actually, that's what I saw. The defensive ends lose contain quite a few times, and Josh Allen went outside of them, and all the offensive lineman did was just turn him inside. He just turned the defensive lineman inside, and Josh Allen went around him and either took off for big gains or, you know, went outside and threw the ball. And, like, that was the one thing, like, that I would point to that as one of the biggest reasons why Josh Allen had so much success is because your defensive ends just ignored containment.
Right.
They ignored containment.
And like, you can say that's all you want.
They didn't look like the same old Lions to me yesterday. They fought.
We're talking about like we're actually analyzing a football game and saying, like, you know, when somebody wins and somebody loses, there's generally reasons for that. And one of the key reasons I feel that the Lions lost that game is because their defensive ends were undisciplined and they didn't keep contain on Josh Allen, and that allowed him to do what everybody knows Josh Allen wants to do, and yet, you know, like
they didn't do it. Right. I mean,
they didn't do it.
Every time it looks like, okay, they're going to get there. They're going to roll out on him and keep him in the pocket, and then it'll collapse because the interior was getting pressure at the time. And the guy would roll inside and either trip over the tackle or get chipped by the guard on his way through, and boom, there they went. There he went outside. Or when the containment was lost with the interior pressure and the defenses were containing, what'd he do? He rushed up the middle through the hole.
I also want to give the Lions credit because, you know, at one point it was like the fourth quarter, they're down 17 points and they didn't quit, man. Like they pushed it, you know, they just didn't have enough time. I really disagreed with that onside kick call at 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, though. I thought Campbell.
But at the same time, I understood it because, like I said, in that third quarter, just before we got the possession where we finally scored into the fourth quarter, we had that Amon-Ra St. Brown fumble, which turned it into a 3-score game. We get the score within 2 scores, and I understand it didn't work. The biggest thing is nobody stopped him from getting to the 3. But at the same time, if you kick that off, when you're down 13 points, if you kick that off and they drive down and score and go up by 20, do you see what I'm getting at there?
I do.
By it being a 30-second score, it actually gave them more time for the comeback later on.
Well, Dan probably figured I'm playing with house money right now. Let's just go for it. You know what I mean? If you don't, we don't make it. We don't make it. We do. It's like either way.
And if you heard the way he answered it in the presser, it was more of a troll answer than it was a serious answer. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. It was a bad decision because we didn't get it. He says that every time we don't get it. That's his answer every time we don't get it.
Yeah.
And yes, the Packers' defensive line played great yesterday. I watched it.
Cooper was really had a good game.
7 sacks. It was a fucking.
Eric Wilson, he played good, but you can tell he's still slow yet. His first game back.
Cooper, though, man, let's put him in the middle. I think he put his resume in for taking over the middle.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
We need Alexander back as we need.
Let's go look at that stat.
I mean, I hate to see Walker go down because he is a part of the defense, and he hasn't had the best year, but he's having a decent year. And him going down yesterday was kind of a blessing because now we know that Cooper can run the middle and run it effectively.
Jack Campbell was second on the team in tackles, so he actually didn't have that bad of a game. Did he get torched a couple times by a tight end? Yes, 100%. But you know, we had quite a few stars in the game.
But that was the knock on Campbell coming out of college, was that he might not be fast enough to do coverage. He's more of, you know, a traditional thumper of a middle linebacker. Like, and I was really high on him coming out of college. I actually said that I thought Campbell could be the next Brian Urlacher. Like, I saw that kind of potential in him, and I still do. I think Campbell's a talented player, man. Like, I wanted him for the Raiders, but you guys snatched him at 17.
He was upset, Joe.
Yeah, I was a little upset. I wanted Jack Campbell. Dude's a physical. He's a stud, man. He's a specimen.
Because when you remember where they got drafted and everything, that says that you really got hurt by that pick. Just saying.
Well, because I remember that the Raiders were like only a couple picks. Or actually, I was hoping that we were going to get him because we had an early second. I was hoping we were going to get him in the early second, but the Lions took him in the first, and I was like, I was a little upset, but at the same time, I was happy for him that he went in the first round because I felt like he deserved it. But I like Jack Campbell.
Oh,
That Amon-Ra fumble was costly though, man.
Oh yeah, that was the biggest reason why we had to go for the onside kick. Amon-Ra doesn't fumble that ball, it's a different ball game. But it hindsight being 2020, he did, and they scored on that drive.
Mm-hmm.
Can Green Bay get to a Super Bowl? Absolutely, they can. Because once you're in the playoffs, the record's reset.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just got to get to the playoffs. We're 1 win away. Come on, baby.
Let's go. 0-0. And right now,
we help the Vikings get in. Now the Vikings can help us get in. Let's go, Vikings.
And the Dern, you're exactly right. The Lions are decimated by injuries on defense, but still win out and keep that 1 seed. You know what I'm going to say right now? Those four guys that returned on the defensive line played with less heart than those practice squad guys played last week versus the Packers.
Well, division games are not usually that.
But you know what I'm saying there.
Yeah.
I saw more heart out of the defense last week than I saw this past week.
But honestly, though, your offense is so good that even if the defense, they can carry the defense for a game or two. They really can.
Right.
Yeah. If you start getting injured on offense, then I'll start worrying. But
yeah, your offense. You guys put up 40 points. I mean, you guys you put up 50 a couple times, right? I mean, come on, man.
We put up 50 twice. We put up 43 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys can put up, as long as you guys continue to put up those numbers, you have a legit shot in every game.
Right.
You got to get in shootouts. People got to beat you in shootouts. That's how it's got to go. That's
right.
not, I mean, the Packers won that way a lot of years, man. We won that way a lot of years with Rodgers. That's it, you know. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it, man. Won that way a lot with Favre and Rodgers both. I mean, it's just, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Fucking man.
I think it's a good thing for the Lions going forward. I think the Lions will probably win the rest of their games, and they'll be hot in the playoffs. They'll be pissed off.
Tell Packers knock them out.
I mean, you guys.
I'd like to see. I want to see because the Packers, if they, they're going to make the playoffs, but it's going to be interesting where they have to go. I would like to see the Packers and the Eagles play. That would be a good game. I think
that's going to be your week 1 matchup in the playoffs. It's going to be Packers at Eagles.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a hell of a football game too.
It just depends on what seed we are, man. So
yeah.
Well, if you're the 7th seed, because right now Minnesota still has an edge on you unless they lose tonight, correct?
Well, right now we're 6th seed right now.
Who's the 7th seed?
Washington, I think, or
Washington.
Okay, so that means you'd be probably playing the Bucks.
Yeah, and Bucks are playing hot right now. Bucks and Bucks are playing. Rams are playing pretty tough right now.
Well, you guys would be versus the Bucks. Commanders would be the Minnesota would face the Rams, and the Commanders would have to face the Eagles again.
Yeah.
So this game this week with the Commanders and Eagles, it's the last test for Philly. If you truly think about this, because Philly has the exact same record as Detroit, but you know what their combined opponent records are this season so far? 81 wins and 102 losses. Out of the top 4 seeds, they've had the weakest record of opponents of all the top 4 seeds.
Wow. How often they put up 42 points, though? 42 points is not an easy number to get, but that's still a pretty good stat.
Right. Thank you, Philip Kerrigan. Because in the past, even when we were a shitty team, if we put up 42 points, we won.
Yeah. It sucks when you lose. We put up 42 and you lose. That sucks. But it's not. I mean, that's like I said, I don't even look at that as like a loss. I mean, yeah, on the record, it's a loss, but man, it's one of those hard fought victories, or hard fought losses that you just, it's a moral victory.
What about, everybody's talking about brown bags for Lions fans. We're 12-2. Why the fuck would we be wearing brown bags?
Well, I mean, you guys, I don't know if you guys made it more famous than the Saints but.
I mean, the Saints did it first.
The Aints. Yeah, the Aints. I remember that. It was the Aints, man.
Right now, because they already said they clinched the 1 seed, and I don't see how they clinched the 1 seed, because if the Bills win out and the Chiefs lose out, Bills have the better record.
And the Bills beat the Chiefs?
Yeah.
And Mahomes is hurt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Mahomes with that ankle, if he's not 100%, I'd rest him the rest of the way, because they've already clinched their division. Only thing it'll do is make them go from a 1 seed to a 2 seed, because I don't think anybody else can catch them at 13 wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, that opens the door. Like, if Buffalo wins out and gets the 1 seed, that's really the only chance I see of somebody beating the Chiefs in the playoffs, is if they have to play in Buffalo. Like,
right.
That would give the Bills, I think, the
Thank
best
you,
chance.
Philip. What's weird is right now they did the Madden reenactments on NFL Network last night, just simming seasons. And guess what the outcome was? I think they said 12 out of 25 times. It was Bills versus Lions in the Super Bowl.
Sorry, Phil, though. It's going to be the Packers and the Bills, but I'm just saying.
Well, the Packers got to prove they can beat the Lions in Detroit first.
Well,
where does this
depends what rest we get.
The confidence comes from, this has been the best depth of talent I've seen on this Lions roster in my 49 years of fandom. I forgot, I'm 54. I started at 5.
No argument there.
So, the fact
the same old Lions, I can't argue about that.
Right. At the same time, we've seen this team win with 6 and 7 starters out of the lineup this year.
You guys are on the winning path. You got to complete it. That's the thing, man. It's easy to get knocked off the path, though.
I know it is. 100%.
Yeah, you get a couple of injuries on that offense, then
you guys are definitely on the path. No one's denying that. You guys are on the Super Bowl
Matt
path.
Henry is. Matt Henry is.
No, Matt's saying until you get there, you haven't got there, and he's 100% right. I agree with that.
I understand he's 100% right. I still think this is the best chance.
Oh yeah,
the Lions.
100%.
Yeah,
best chance.
Definitely best chance.
100%. I've never seen a Lions team.
Linda McGrath, they're probably tearing everything down and starting over. I even think Allegiant Stadium needs to be knocked down in a new stadium.
Raiders are actually in a better position than the Bears.
That's absolutely false. They're not tearing it down. They're going to draft a quarterback. They're going to draft a quarterback, and they're going to probably draft. I would draft an offensive lineman in the second round. Like, they'll have an early second round pick, so they should try to take the best, in my opinion, the best offensive tackle or guard that they can get.
I'm not taking your advice, Matt, because I don't care.
Man,
the Raiders are not tearing it down.
Hardcore today, man. I never seen that troll so hard.
I don't understand how a bottom feeder is trolling so hard right now. I mean, if you guys could beat anybody, you'd have won one of your last 7 games. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think he's happy that he's getting a new GM, new coach, probably a new quarterback.
Yeah, I know. Every time we hear somebody say, "Oh, we're not getting a new GM," we see a report where there's strife in the front office here.
Oh, the Bears are definitely redoing it.
You didn't want to deal with that?
The Bears are definitely redoing their team, man. I mean, it's the writing's on the wall.
Yeah,
we've been hearing all year how they're not going to redo it, and every step they do, they're definitely going to. I mean, Poles is the next logical step to being cut to get rid of the bad football, the bad juju.
Think about
Eric,
it.
they have a
He's
shot.
The reason why they're 13 and whatever right now.
The Packers have a shot against those higher teams, but it's gonna, in my opinion, only my opinion, it's gonna come down to the Josh Jacobs show, dude. Like, especially if they play, like, let's say they play the Lions in Detroit in the playoffs, they're gonna have to try to slow the game down and run the ball, and just keep the Lions offense off the field. Jacobs is gonna have 180 yards rushing on like 35 carries or something crazy, like, plus some catching, plus some receiving yards, you know.
We can't win the division, Eric.
You can't win. I don't think that the Packers can win a shootout with the Lions. I don't think that's what you. I think you have to try to keep it in the low 20s, and you have to really just try to keep your offense on the field for 40 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but we should be getting Lloyd back pretty soon. That's going to help us. Alexander. We're getting
Well, I don't know
Musgrave
if Lloyd's,
back.
I don't know if Lloyd's going to help us, but
yeah. What?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it's like a shootout is not going to go your guys' way. I don't think. Like I don't. You might be able to hang for a while.
Sorry
if I disagree with
better
you.
and better every week. It's getting better and better. We're shutting down the runs better. Everything's
You
getting
disagree with me?
No,
Matt
Henry.
Matt's trolling him. Matt is.
The Packers are actually getting better and better and better. Where Lions, they're getting injured. Every game they're losing 2-3 players. It seems like it's like.
Oh, we didn't lose anybody. Well, we already had
there's still 3 games left. Anything can happen. I mean, there's still. I mean, the seeding is going to change a bit.
It is. Yeah.
Hey, Dorn, but look at the way the Lions are playing. Even though they're losing those players, like they're still. Yesterday was the first time they lost in how many weeks?
Yeah, but they should have lost. We should have beat them last week. Wasn't for the rest. I'm telling you straight out right now. There's 4 fucking things that were called that turned the game over. I mean, come on, man. They got lucky with the refs. They only beat us by 3, dude.
Hey, Mike,
3.
Bear down, Mike.
They took back one of our touchdowns.
That Lombardi trophy is there, but it's got some cobwebs on it, dude. Somebody needs to go in there and dust it off a little bit.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Bear down, Mike. That's the only way you probably saw that trophy, right?
Hey, and to be fair, the Raiders trophies are a little dusty too, so
Yeah, at least you got them though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got a few.
Good luck, Eric.
But yeah, I mean, it's just once you get in the playoffs, man, it's just
I'm not
who's going in there hot. That's what I look at.
Do we have a chance to get to the Lombardi?
Oh,
then
yeah.
Shut your fucking pie hole, Matt Henry.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Like, what the fuck, dude?
No. Johnny, Matt is trolling him hard. Bro.
I know he is. I know.
He's fucking trolling him. No, I know you want to lose anyways. Joe's on the tank. Don't even talk about winning with Joe.
Hey, what's the Lions owner's name? Ford?
Sheila Ham.
Sheila Ham. Is she? She's not the old lady, right? No. Okay.
She's old, but not old.
You're thinking about
she legally had the name Ford removed from her hyphenated last name. It's Sheila Ham.
Maybe I'm thinking of Virginia McCaskey then.
Yeah,
Sheila.
She's old as hell.
Okay.
That's like the Crypt Keeper's girlfriend. She's old as hell, bro.
Yeah, exactly, Eric. I do. I want the Raiders to lose out.
That's the Crypt Keeper's ex-cougar.
I want them to lose out, take a quarterback, and we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah, and Shador's playing it right. Yes, he took pictures about the whole being in front of the Raiders thing, but did you see the video he posted last week where he's playing catch in the street with Malik Neighbors?
What?
He's hedging his bet because both those teams, one of them is getting the number 1 pick.
No, Sarah, if the Raiders win tonight, we will not lose the number 1 overall draft spot because we don't have the number 1 overall draft spot. We are number 2 right now behind the Giants.
It's a doubleheader tonight. That's right. I forgot about that.
But there's still 3 games, so we still have hope that the Giants can pull one out.
They didn't want the Bears to have the solo.
And they have hope that you pull one out.
We better not. We just shut Max down for the year too, so I'm hoping
that's what would be funny. You shut Max down and then you win tonight.
Oh God, please don't say that.
I'm rooting for the Raiders to win. Yeah.
No, neither defense showed up, Mike Marsh. 48-42, neither defense showed up. And if I'm the Bills fan, I'm more concerned about my defense than my offense because that's back-to-back week that they put up almost 600 yards against that defense.
Yeah, that is a concern, especially when you're going to end up playing Kansas City.
Baltimore's a playoff team right now. Pittsburgh's still a playoff team.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about Baltimore putting up 600 yards of total offense. Like they could get it done with 350 if Lamar runs for 120. Like I'm not worried about that. It's like Kansas City could put up 700 yards against the Bills if they're on point.
Hey Matt, what does SOL mean?
Yeah, that was just us keeping the tank alive, Sarah. It's like you play them to the end. You show, hey, we were in this game, and then it's like, well, we got the tank that we got to remember. So
he did say trolling, right? Did he say trolling?
Snap it
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
There's some trolling back. Right now,
was
they're just saying,
was that a toilet seat I was watching? That scene right there?
Mahomes got a high ankle sprain, and it's like, from what I read, the X-rays were negative. He'll probably be playing next week unless they shut him down, which they're playing for seeding. I don't think they're going to shut him down.
Oh, same old Lions.
You think that
they actually said
they're going to roll out the rest of the season with Carson Wentz? I don't.
They actually said it's bad enough right now that he's week to week, and they don't want to make any decisions until game day on Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good.
And I think they should shut him down for at least a week.
He was limping pretty darn good. He was limping pretty good, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when he got up to try and throw, I was like, yeah, get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the game wrapped up because, let's face it, the Browns got famous Jameis looking like he's throwing back when he had before the pre-LASIK surgery.
I think he's a fraud.
You get a pick, and you get a pick, and you get a pick.
Who is it? The Colts running back?
No,
dropped it right before the goal line.
Eric Taylor?
Yeah.
The Lions are still the number 1 seed in the NFC because they have the better strength of wins versus Philly. That's already been announced.
Yeah. Still got 3 weeks to go yet. Anything can happen.
Yep. Anything can happen. 100%.
I think the playoff teams are almost all set. It's just a matter
of. It pretty much is.
Really,
yeah.
that's all
I think the playoff teams are exactly what they are.
It
depends if Washington loses and Seattle can win.
The media people are kind of mad.
But Gino got hurt, so I don't think Seattle's going to win another game.
The media guys are kind of mad right now.
He landed awkwardly. I don't know, man. I think he just rolled his ankle is all. But who knows?
Because the NFC is pretty much set. So the next 3 weeks are kind of meaningless games almost. But it's really not, you know.
The NFC playoff picture, updated as of last night, was the 12-2 Lions are the 1 seed and receives a first-round bye. They have a clinched playoff berth. The Philadelphia Eagles have clinched a playoff berth at 12-2 with the same record. But their record of opponents lie they're number 2. Like I said, 81 wins and 102 losses. Out of the 4 teams, they've had the easiest schedule. Tampa Bay is 8-6 and the LA Rams is 8-6. That rounds out the top 4. Minnesota is 11-2 and they've clinched their playoff berth and are probably staying right there at either the 5 or the 6 seed. It depends on that game with Green Bay. And also the game with the Lions. The Lions could help the Packers get that 5th seed.
Yeah, no.
Green Bay.
Mike, why do you want to ruin your draft pick? Sorry. I just
7. Washington is 9-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Geno Smith is who we thought he was.
Yep.
Yep. Right now, we still control our fate. Yeah. All we got to do is win out. That's it. And I'm not talking about injuries because we've won with injuries.
Yeah, but
so I'm not even scared.
The only thing Buffalo did last night was give the Vikings a shot at you guys. So that is
right.
You're going to get the best 100%. Shot the Vikings got now, man. I guarantee you're going to get the best.
I'm just glad it's in Detroit and not Minnesota because in those situations when we face Minnesota in Minnesota, we would lose those.
But Minnesota got to beat the Bears first.
And Green Bay.
Got to beat the Bears tonight.
I don't think you have to worry too much about that.
I think they win by 10 tonight.
Hey, Bear Down Mike, let me ask you this. Has the Bears players given up? I mean, you're saying they need a win just for morale.
That's the thing.
You'll fuck up your draft pick. I mean, had the players given up?
Are we getting the Bears that seen the Packers and the Minnesota before? Or are we getting the Bears are just giving up? What are we going to see tonight? You know?
Look, he says Bears ain't winning. Bears going to be lucky to win another game this year. But I have saw my team hoist the Lombardi. Fucking bad.
Okay, I got the injury update. Aleem McNeil did suffer a torn ACL, and Carlton Davis suffered a completely broken jaw.
Oh,
damn!
Both players require surgery and are indefinitely out. Khalil Dorsey, we know he broke his ankle. His foot turned completely around That's not supposed to happen.
No.
Yeah, no. I knew that was he was done, but wow. See, injury, you never know, man. You think you got your firm grasp on your drive into and injuries and everything else, man. You still got to play these games.
I mean, what happened?
Yeah, that Dorsey injury was messed up too.
Yeah, it was. It was totally.
It looked worse than Hutchinson's. Like,
yeah,
it was like,
it's always that kind of same kind of play.
Yeah, because
he ran his
J-Mo
own
is a
player.
bust. Kiss my lily white ass.
Is it Lily White?
Yes, it's the lily white because I don't sunbathe naked.
Man.
Yeah, I don't get the whole J-Mo is a bust talk. I mean, is he like the elite star that you guys hoped he would be? No, but I mean, he's not a terrible player.
But he's right where I wanted him to be. I said if these were his numbers, I would be okay with the season. Remember this, Dorn? You asked me in the preseason. He has 42 receptions, 747 yards, and he already hit his touchdown mark of 5. That's a solid first full year, and it isn't even a full year because he had to miss 2 games due to the stupid.
The only thing I got on J-Mo, I used to call him a bust quite a bit. But the only reason why I do it now, I don't do it now, but I did because a 12th pick in the first round, it took him 3 years to come to this.
Yeah, he's here
but
now.
You got to cover for him, man, because he can burn you on any fucking play. You know what I mean?
Hey, if they're going to ask the too much information questions, I'm going to give the too much information answers, Sarah.
Hey, Romo was saying that yesterday that there's actually that Hutchinson is already walking around and that he's trying to make it back.
I've been telling people this for 3 weeks. The medical staff has already said that there's now an 80% chance he's back by the conference championship game.
No, he won't be back.
Wow.
Because he's been jumping in a pool with weighted flak jackets. He's been walking already without crutches for 3 weeks. He is 6 weeks ahead of recovery time.
That, and he probably went and got some stem cells in Germany or something, like they get the best medical treatment known to man. So
somebody asked where Ken is. Let me get him in here because I didn't have it. Oh, look, Ken's right here. I got Ken. There's Kitty Ken right there.
What happened to Ken Dobie? What we didn't come on today?
Ken Dobie, his wife has an appointment.
He's off a couple days this week. He's got personal things with his wife.
Oh, okay. I thought he didn't want to face him getting new GM and all that.
That's partly part of it, I'm sure. But yeah, he doesn't. I don't think they have quit. They just tired of the same shit. I see why people think they gave up because against the 49ers, that's what.
It did look like they gave up against 49ers, but.
I mean, honestly, bro, what do you think about? Do you think they're secretly trying to get polls out, like the article said?
I do. I have.
There's a coup. There's a coup. There's a seat. Warren's trying to get.
Hey, did I not say that stuff about polls and
the writing's on the wall, bro?
Articles came out. Did I not say all this?
Yeah,
Rob.
Yeah, no, I know.
When I said it at the preseason, that polls didn't even want Flus there then. And everybody said, "Oh, you're delusional." And then the report came out that he actually did go to the McCaskies and Warren and said he didn't want Flus to coach Williams.
Look, man, the McCaskies are still running the show. I don't care what anybody says. They just put Warren in front. He's their front guy.
All right, he's their yes man.
Yep. Totally.
Oh, go get us another coach, Warren. Mark Trestman. How'd that work?
Well, Bears can always go get Mark Murphy. He's retiring. Oh, actually forced retirement. Because we have a age limit.
I still like my take on the Bill Belichick hire in North Carolina.
The Bears strike me more. Instead of Mark Murphy, they'd probably go get Mark Shimura.
No doubt.
I'm telling you, when Ohio State loses in the first round of the playoffs, they'll hire Ryan Day immediately.
Hide your daughters.
Hide your daughters.
But Bill Belichick.
The reason I brought up Mark Shimura is I just saw a thing about when Gastineau confronted Brett Favre, and then Mark Shimura was making a comment about it, and I was like, Mark, you should probably sit this one out, bud.
What's your question, Eric? Ask away. What's your question?
Yep, if Poles is out, the cycle continues from here. Should the Packers get an actual owner? Probably not.
No.
They're being ran fine with the board. The board makes good decisions.
That'll never happen, bro. It'll never happen.
No.
Do you realize how many fans are going to get refunded a shit ton of money if the Packers
and Michael M., I do not see that Adams will come back to Green Bay. I don't see that.
Yeah.
Hey, he had a game. Helped me out for my fantasy team yesterday. My fantasy team did great. Want to hear the numbers? Because it was fucking amazing. Because I had Goff, Amon-Ra, and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Goff went off. He had 40 points.
Yeah, 40.96, I think it was, something like that.
Pole's seat is warm for sure. He has done great.
41.06 for him. 37.3 for Amon-Ra St. Down, even with the fumble. 42.8 for Devontae Adams. And Brian Thomas Jr. got me 32.5 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, thank God that Bills actually did on their defense. They went pretty much soft coverage, prevent defense in the second half. But you shouldn't have.
Oh shit! Against Matt, you was playing Matt.
I didn't know. I'm not.
Now I understand why he's trolling you, man.
Yeah.
He's upset. You smoked him.
Oh, and fantasy?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Against me, JB. What is it?
145.66 total. And I still got Drake London in that one for tonight. All his guys have played.
That's why you're
getting and he's playing the Raiders, so you're probably going to get another 30 points.
Not you, Luca. Sorry, buddy.
AJ Brown got 25 points.
They got a no purple clause, a no choke clause. There's no chokers allowed. Sorry, Luca.
I don't know what's up with Neil on Woodward Sports. He likes to troll other teams, but it is what it is. I thought I was going to lose because you know how my week started? I had Deebo Samuel getting me 4.9 points.
Yeah, that Woodward Sports, those guys are a joke.
They're funny, but they make up shit half the time.
I troll those guys all the time.
hey, Dorn, you've watched me for what, 3 years now off and on?
Yeah.
Have I not disputed almost every single troll trade bait stuff they've ever posted?
Yeah, yeah.
And all those people that kept saying, "Oh, you're getting Matt Strasby or Myles Garrett," I named off the 4 guys we'd target, and 2 of them were confirmed that day. It was Azeez Ojulari, or Bryce Huff, or Trayvon Walker, or Zadarius Smith. The 2 we made the calls on, Azeez Ojulari and Zadarius Smith. Wow, proof I might actually know what I'm talking about because I said that for 2 months.
Did you see Russell and Mike this morning on our show? Russell, man, he can't take this losing thing too good, man. He went off, man.
Russell did?
Yeah. Wow. You don't take L's too good, man.
Yeah, it was a good match, Matt. I might score that 160 you were supposed to get.
Them and Mike are butting heads.
Cup.
But
I know Cup is a killer.
Before I hop out to go
Cup
to my
killed
show,
me too in some leagues, man. I feel you on that one. Cup fucking dropped a fucking goose egg.
Before I jump over to my show, try every day to be a better person than you were the day before, because that's the only way to make the world a better place. Have a great day, guys.
Yep, have a good one.
You too, JB. Yeah, we are almost wrapped up ourselves.
Yeah.
Thank everybody for coming and commenting. Thanks. Hey, Matt, thanks for trolling JB for the whole show. What the fuck?
Let's see if Bears can win tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the Bears.
I'd love to see it. I would. I'd love to see Bears win.
What's your prediction, John? What do you think tonight?
I got to go with the Vikings, man. I do.
Yeah,
I mean, the Bears just look like they don't really want to play. But I'd love to see them win.
I'm gonna stick with my 38-10. I was gonna say that's what they get. They get whooped 38-10 tonight.
Oh yeah, the Bears get whooped.
Yeah. Well, all right. We're gonna have to wrap this up, but everybody, thanks again for coming and commenting. Ken, the Bear fan will be back tomorrow, I think, and hopefully our other Ken will be here too. He was mobile today and sort of had bad connection. So
until then, same old Lions.